Hi and welcome to this how-to video. Today we're going to be covering iMovie. Now this is a video editing program available for Apple Mac computers, allowing you to import and edit film you have shot a number of different ways, as well as add or change the sound, add sound effects, shot transitions like fades or wipes, and also titles so you can give your creation a name. Okay, first thing first, let's open up iMovie here. Right, and here's what you'll get when you start it up. Right, if we just close this little welcome window, and here's the main interface. What you'll need to do first up is to start a new project. You can do that by pressing this button here. It's a little plus button. Just click on that, and here we go. Right, it'll open up this window here. Now what you need to do is give your project a name. I'm just going to name this example for the sake of an example. Right, the next part is aspect ratio. This essentially means whether you want your movie to be in widescreen or if you want it to be in square. And also on here there is an iPhone version if you wanted to make it for iPhone or something. But I would recommend you leave it for widescreen for now. And these themes here, they give you custom titles and transitions into your movie, so you don't have to worry about all of that. But I am just going to use the none here and show you the basics on here. So, right, okay, when everything is set there, just go down here to the create button and click create. Okay, so now you're ready to add media to your project. Okay, the first thing that I wanted to show you is, just in case you ever needed to do it, is how you add footage that is on tape to your project. Maybe your parents have an older Handycam, or maybe you're borrowing one from someone else and you need to capture the footage that you've taken. Okay, so what happens is when you've got your camera plugged in and you turn it on, as you can see it's popped up here already, all automatically for you. But if it doesn't do that for any reason, what you need to do is you need to click on this button here, that is the camera import window button, and that'll bring up this window for you. Okay, so then what you need to do is you need to click on import down here, and that will begin the process. Okay, so quickly what you need to do is to create a new event, so I'll call this one example here, and then we've got some other options here. This one has 1080 high definition video, so I'm just going to set that to original size here as well, and set it onto my hard drive so it's not cluttering up the hard drive on this computer, but you shouldn't need to worry about that if you're doing it yourself. Right, and then I'll just click on import, and then it will start by itself. The other way to bring footage and other stuff into iMovie is to import it, and you do that up here in the file menu, and then you come down here to import. So I'm going to import a movie here, and I'm going to import example 1, which we made during the iStop motion tutorial, and here that is. See, it's just a little video here. Right, so now we've got some different footage on here, so what we need to do now is to bring it into our project up here. So what you need to do is click and drag across. There we go. Then grab it and drag it up here into the project. I'll do that again with these two. There we go. Now this is in the project we called example at the start here. Right, there is another way to actually add the clips into your project, and that's using this tool here. It's called the edit tool. Now all you need to do with this is click them in. However, it only adds each separate little chunk here is they're about 4 seconds long each, and it only adds one of those chunks. So if you have a longer clip, then you're going to need to do the drag across and then pull it up to your project. Okay, so I'm just going to take these ones out again quickly. Right, there we go, back to our original clips. Now a little tip here, if you want to see your images a bit better on the screen, you want to make the clips a little bit bigger so you can see what you're doing a bit easier, you've got this little slider here, and you can move this up to the big picture of the person, and that will expand the images. What you might find is if you're doing something a bit longer, you want to make it a bit smaller just so you fit more in at one time and you don't have to keep scrolling up and down to see what you've got. Okay, so let's just watch this through quickly and see how it's looking.
Is it a baker's dolphin?